Hello guys, Omni here. With everything going on in the film industry right now on TV, everything being pushed off, a lot of the things we talk about here on the channel have been on halt. So I've been going back through some video games that I wanted to check out and play, and especially with some of the newer ones that have come out here recently, like Resident Evil 3, which I just finished and put up a review on. Doom Eternal was something I definitely wanted to check out, and honestly, I had not really played a lot of the Doom games. My first one I was exposed to was with a bunch of friends who actually had it. I never had it myself, but I watched them go and play through Doom 64 quite a lot when I was growing up and playing some of that. And, you know, coming into it, I was like, man, this Doom Eternal looks really fun. And I was like, I've heard that it kind of picks up after Doom 2016 and this kind of, I know the timeline, I tried to research it a little bit. I know the timelines for Doom in general is very much up for debate, even within the company itself, as sometimes time travel's involved, multiverses or whatever. So I was like, yeah, okay, you know, I do know they try to kind of like soft reboot everything with the last game, so I'll start there. So I played and finished here this week Doom 2016, and I would say this is really my first Doom that I've played beginning to end and completed, and I have to say that I had a really good time with this game. The gunplay is so much fun, the pacing is a blast, the visuals are gorgeous. The settings, the set pieces, the creature designs are all just beautifully disgusting. The visceral combat, the execution style maneuvers that you can pull off when you weaken an enemy, it just keeps the action flowing. Sometimes it does get a little repetitive. There's not really any kind of shakeups to the gameplay. It is very much a shoot 'em gauntlet from beginning to end, and that's very much what the original was like in the first place. There's multiple power-ups throughout the game that kind of spice up some of these events. My favorite one being Berserker, because you just put your guns away and you just get supercharged and just punch people with your fists, instant killing pretty much any demon you get your hands on. Give me your blood. The narrative is very similar to the original Doom from what I've gathered. Again, kind of a little bit of a retread. This maybe being a different universe or a multiverse or whatever instance of this. The Doom guy, Doom Slayer, whatever you want to call him, they refer to him as the Doom Slayer in this game. He is still a mystery. The story is very much just, mankind have gotten themselves into such an energy rut that a specific company was able to tap into the powers of hell and open up the gates. And there's an energy that they're able to cultivate from that world called Argent Energy. But some people within that company go rogue, create their cult, and try to sabotage this thing and work with hell to breach them into the real world and just kind of invade Earth, Mars, everything, and take that over. And of course, they find you, wake you up because you are the last hope hell fears, the Doom guy, Doom Slayer, and they wake you up. Again, we still don't really know. The Doom Slayer himself, as far as I know, is very much so a mystery. We're still kind of unfolding a lot of those layers. But I love finding these like little lore tablets throughout the game that just kind of like go into a little bit more of your history and what hell really thinks of you. And at the same time, it seems like they really are terrified of you, but in a way like deeply respect you in some ways. I don't know. That demonic voice that talks about you is just kind of like, man, I really hate that Doom guy. He's so awesome, but screw him. I don't know. It's a really great game. I had a lot of fun. It was very well put together. There was very minimal bugs that I ran through playing it. I ran into a couple of occasions where just changing weapons, it would get stuck and then I couldn't shoot anymore. I couldn't change guns or whatever. I would have to load up my minimap in order to actually get the animation to reset so I can get my guns back. So I don't know if that's a problem everybody else had. I ran into that quite a few times. A lot of the times it was only when I threw a grenade, it would lock up and then I couldn't switch weapons. But I mean, aside from that, I really didn't run into a whole lot of problems. The boss battles were really creative and fun. And the level traversing, the level of exploration that there is in this game, as well as the level of secrets and collectibles and stuff you can find hidden throughout the levels. I didn't find half of them in my first playthrough, So there's definitely a lot of replayability, especially as you level up, unlock all these abilities, extensions for your guns, modifications for your weapons as you build your arsenal throughout the game. It's fun. It was a blast. As my true introduction to the series, I would say I had a huge blast playing Doom 2016, and it just further has me excited to play Doom Eternal and see what they've done and progressed following the success of that game. And I know that game did really well. It's not very long. And like I said, the gameplay can get a little repetitive at times because it is purely focused on the gunplay. There is some traversing that is kind of fun as well, but it doesn't shake things up a whole lot. And from what I've heard about Doom Eternal, they have some varying types of gameplay kind of mixed up in the game to kind of shake it up. Some people are liking it, some people are not digging some of those aspects. But as far as everything else I've heard has really got me excited for it. So hopefully after this weekend, I'll still have some time to go in and play and stream that. Kind of keep an eye out because I'll either be streaming it here or on my Twitch channel. I will keep you guys updated on my socials and on my community tab when I go live and all that stuff. So if you want to follow me, be sure to do that. And guys, if you've played the game, let me know what you thought. I know I'm way late to the game on this because this game came out in 2016, but I just finished playing it. I want to know what you guys thought of the game. If you've played it, let me know down in the comments below so we can carry on that conversation after the video. If you like this video, support the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.